Hello everyone, welcome back to my first playthrough of Metaphor ReFantazio. We are going to arrive in Brilehaven today, finally going to explore another capital city, the first time since Grand Trad. So let's get started. There's going to be a lot to look at, and we have to make our offering with our monster head. So let's see how that's all going to go. Thank you guys for watching, and enjoy. Damn, we are passed out.
Hello, Mr. Captain. Rise and shine, what? Almost there.
What? 5 more minutes.
Brilehaven. It's been a while.
Oh, I'm excited to explore this place.
You've been before?
My parents took me once when I was a boy. I remember the day we arrived, and waking up to the smell of the ocean. The place was crowded beyond belief. Everything was so different from our hometown in the countryside.
I felt much the same when I reached the royal capital. Quite a sight compared to my little village, with naught but fields and mountains.
To be sure. And where are you from, Hulkenberg?
You cannot guess? Surely Montario in the east. Why, the Hulkenbergs are one of that nation's most prominent aristocratic houses, if not foremost among them.
You don't say.
Well, yes. Though I've no close relationship with my parents. I've hardly seen them since I left home.
I see. Suppose we've all come a long way, haven't we?
Seems we'll make it to the exhibition just in time.
With a master at the helm, you were bound to, eh?
I really hope Joanna shows up.
We resolved to trust her. So we simply watch and wait.
Right. Everyone set and steady? Welcome, ladies and gents, to the coastal crown jewel, Port Brilehaven.
So if she doesn't show up, then we don't have a head.
Capital of the Principality of Oceania, the western annexed state of Uchronia. A vivacious city, Brilehaven is port of call to ships of both trade and war, bustling with hardy sailors. From the natural wonders caused by Magla to the Colosseum's contests of strength, people flock here to see the marvels of a city that never sleeps. The sea guides the gauntlet runner into the city, alongside a warm, salty breeze.
It's Idols Day. I hope I'll be able to shop. Ooh.
Wow! It's the ocean!
Whoa.
Just look! There's water all the way to the horizon!
Everybody's gotta make a grunt. It's the law. It's a rule.
It's kind of like the capital, but totally different!
Yes. The City of Water, Brilehaven.
What are those structures? What are those?
Sancta Cadeau, you've brought us quite a magnificent head. How do you think it'll stack up against your competitors?
With the warrior monks at my side, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. But I won't presume to know the rankings. I humbly leave it in God's hands.
Lineup's a bit conventional for my taste so far.
Until we arrive.
Oh, here comes our mysterious little underdog now. Stir things up a bit here, will you?
Oh, we will. Oh, we're gonna stir things up a lot. Man, look at all these gauntlet runners.
Ah, would you look at these spectacular gauntlet runners? They must all be worthy of kings.
You know, some people had a lot of fun designing these things. Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited to explore. Oh, is it time for a break? Okay, 10 minutes. I have no concept of time sometimes when I'm playing these games and I get so into it. Okay, 10 minutes.
Looks like Luis is still the only one with a Skyrunner, though.
Oh yeah, the Skyrunner.
No. I'm sure those blasted clergymen have some mechanism for it too. The Sanctus Church funded the Skyrunners to begin with. If you can call that flying, of course. All just piffling about with levitation magic. Only a passing acquaintanceship to real aerodynamics. Birds have never needed magic to fly. Just the mechanical ingenuity of the feathered wing. That's the kind of breakthrough I'd like to make.
You would need some big ass wings, though.
You'll see, eh? One day, I'll make those wings reality, and we'll soar like birds.
Yeah, not that interested. Jeez, you could really make your main character like a jerk in this, can't you? I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I'll have you run in the sky with me. Mark my words.
If it isn't the pretentious little gallant and his cronies.
Oh, hey, Glodell.
If it isn't the walking headache.
Well. No head to be seen. Weren't you talking big about chasing down that Heismay fiend?
You're referring to me, yes?
Yeah, we brought live bait.
You're the man. This is a joke, is it? He's your great and terrible bounty. You know there's still time to drop out before you humiliate yourself in front of the masses.
Say what you wish. He is one of us. 'Tis not his head we are offering.
Truly? You're allied with a wanted criminal? Are you all mad? Oh, your public humiliation will be quite a sight.
I want to kick him in the nuts right now.
Come, Hector.
And that was?
A candidate and one of Luis's henchmen. We don't exactly see eye to eye.
Confound it. No damn parking spaces left. Well, let's look for somewhere a bit less unpleasantly populated.
Tomorrow is finally the exhibition to present all the heads. I really hope Joanna shows up.
You needn't all sleep here tonight, you know? I can stay and wait for the cavalry. Got to give the old girl a tune-up anyway, don't I?
'Tis much appreciated. In that case, we should look for an inn about the city. And we must sample the local delights. They've far better seafood than in the capital.
Oh, true. I hope it's nothing too weird. I'm gonna go with that.
Hope it's nothing too weird.
You've nothing to fear. Truly, I find most living things are edible.
Yes, but not everybody is you, Hulkenberg.
You need higher standards, lady.
If you're sure, Nearest, then we'll leave it to you. Me, I long for a proper bed.
So be it. Let's find ourselves some lodging.
Really?
We came all this way to a big city. I think we deserve a real inn. Yay! Brilehaven! Let's read about Brilehaven. It would be under maybe history. Principality of Oceania. One of the kingdom of Ucronia's 3 constituent countries, occupying its westernmost lands. The Oceania capital, Port Brilehaven, is the largest trade port in the kingdom. Owing to a history of extensive sea route trade with civilians and pirates alike, it's been known for its powerful navy since before the Annex War, and a rich culture centered on its warriors of the sea. Port Brilehaven, the capital city of the Principality of Oceania and the kingdom's largest port, home to Oceania's famed navy, the most powerful maritime force in the kingdom. Known for being a bustling trade hub and having a free, broad-minded atmosphere, of particular note is its seaside coliseum, a major source of local entertainment and a cultural touchstone. It is like a coliseum that I saw on the map. It's believed that there are substantial magma deposits on the ocean floor near the shoreline, the effect of which have distorted nearby terrain to the point that it seems to defy the laws of nature. Oh, however, as the sea is deep and excavating seafloor crystal remains a practical near impossibility, the natural wonder is mostly regarded as a tourist destination full of tantalizing prizes that lie just out of reach. Okay, so those structures...
This is a joy.
That thing is so big.
Where to?
That thing in the sky.
This is a
It's
joy.
all the way above Grand Trad, or is it moving with us? It's got to be coming along with us, right? Like with the competition?
This is a joy. Oh, this blooming
It's moving? Okay, I was gonna say, like, damn, that thing's huge. Grand Trad is far away. Okay.
Hello.
I saw your gauntlet runner, so I assume you're a candidate. Do as you will, sir, but please conduct yourself with some propriety. We've had so many ruffians sweeping in here claiming to be candidates attending the exhibition. And then there's Luis. Ugh, can't we all give it a rest? Why do I have to sit here wondering if all the extra guards will be enough?
This is a joy.
This outfit catch your fancy? Must be your first time in Brilehaven then. The Navy's in charge here. Our uniform's much smarter than the state armies, don't you think?
All right.
Okay. Let's start. What's back here? Oh, look. It's that guy. Pray and be saved.
This?
I feel like I've seen these all over the place. Forden never misses an opportunity, does he? The other candidates are copying him and putting up posters too. Oh yeah, we should put up posters too.
Oh, I'm in it now.
Oh, and another of those kids here for the exhibition? How splendid to see someone so young come all the way to Brilehaven. Where can I find an inn? A place to stay, is it? You may hit a spot of bother there. Half the country has flocked here for the exhibition, you know. The inns are bursting at the seams. Well, that sounds problematic.
You there?
Incidentally, travel in this city is a little different from what you're used to. You won't be able to walk to where the inns are located. Go straight down the street and to the left, then talk to the ferryman at the harbor. If you say I'd like to go to Angler's Inn Square, they'll set you right.
Thanks.
So this city has waterways? Got it. Waterways.
Blooming heat.
Oh my god. Like that one place in Legend of Dragoon. What was that town called? Doom? You know what I'm talking about? Fernie! Oh, hey, Batlin. Hail, young Elden candidate. I've been waiting to meet you.
Hey.
You're that town crier, aren't you? Volcano! The name's Batlin. Last we saw each other was just before your scrap with Godot's runner, I believe. What a scene that was. Figured hitching a ride with Godot would be safe, but then you and Glodell both showed up. Anyway, I've kept busy with my candidate interviews since then. Forden most recently. He's who I rode here with.
Good grief.
Look, I know it's me saying this, but be careful out there. The Crown Theocracy will do whatever it takes to win, you know. They're reckless with their runners, too. Usually you'd stop and camp during nights, but not them. We just kept running. Huh? No way! They don't rest at all? Yep, an easy trick when you've got God's grace, plus loads of money and people, which the Sanctifex surely has. The head he's brought is quite something, too. If you want to outshine him, you'll need quite the plan. But I can tell you've got something up your sleeve. I'm looking forward to seeing it unfold, my young Elden friend. I kind of like this guy. He seems all right. So he rides with the different candidates to interview them. So I'm assuming at some point he's going to ride with us. Until not too long ago, I was a wanted man. If I'm with you, the inns might reject us outright. I'm sorry, but I'll have to rely on you to find our accommodations. All right. I will do my best.
Yeah?
Okay. Oh! I was like, wait, Heismate, didn't I just leave you back there? No, this is a baby! Look at him! What? He's not a baby. They're just small. It's a baby! Welcome. Let me just say, I don't sell much here. All I can offer you is medicinal herbs. For 100? You don't sell anything else?
Hey!
A shop that sells only herbs? Sounds fishy, doesn't it? If you ain't buying, don't go complaining. It seems as though there's some sort of secret to this store. To be continued. Tomorrow's exhibition will be a blessed sight to behold. I hear His Eminence has prepared an exceptional mark. So you're going to participate as well. I must say, I pity you. Oh, well, thanks. I guess.
Gone clammy all over in this humidity I have.
Hang on a minute, you.
Hey, aren't you one of Luis's underlings? You got business here? What's it matter? I'm just minding me own business, not bothering a soul. That's not a crime, is it? And you have business in the back alley like this? What's the matter? Your boss afraid to be seen by His Eminence Forden? Watch your mouth. Or do you want an encore of what happened at the Grand Cathedral?
All over in this humidity I have. Oi!
Aw, little Parapus kids.
Oi!
I've heard the story. The other sailors were robbed blind by your silver tongue. You misunderstand. All they did was sign a contract. There was no deception involved. You know, I got some friends over at the Varmareno Coliseum. Better fess up unless you want to meet their beasts up close and personal. Beasts? Please, no. I'll pay the money back, so just spare my life. Oh. Oh no, it's a dead end. Oh, I got a gold beetle though. Do I know what those are for?
What now?
A small bug that glows. Nobody would buy it, but there's apparently someone out there who's into them. Oh, okay, so that's... We'll figure that out later on, I guess.
Ridiculous.
Okay.
All right then.
Let's go.
Hey, mister!
Hey? Who's talking to me?
Indeed.
Rudolph. In the chaos of the tournament, people who don't belong are congregating throughout the city, like that wretched elder child. What a ridiculous gathering of lesser tribes. It is because these vulgar groups are allowed to flourish that the country is in such disarray. It's as you say, sir, a country ruled by Roussan is what we need.
My money's on the Santa Fe's fall. You little bastard.
Oh,
you.
for the love of... Not my front bloody step. You can just go sleeping in front of someone's house. Or you can't go just sleeping in front of someone's house. Piss off! Can't reason with these lunatics. What in hell made you bastards like this? Ugh, I thought Brilehaven a nicer town than this, but it's nothing but corpses and whatever the hell these bastards are. Can't take this. Yeah, I'm kind of curious still. I don't know what's going on with these people here.
Why did this happen?
Bloody hell! The king's own face, all the way out here in Brilehaven. Did he take his whole bloody palace with him? Then that's balmy! It is a sight to behold. What in the world is this getup? He's like a rook, chess piece. Something.
We haven't much time.
So, okay, so he's a Mustari, but his head covering is so different from the ones that we saw in Grand Trad. They were all just like wooden boxes. For Yuvna, the island's people must change, and to change them, I must first change the country. But no one will heed the words of a pagan like me. Okay, this is where we go to take the ferry.
Hey, mister. Yeah?
Hi, mister.
Say. Stop that at once.
Hello then. My money's on Santavec's fort.
Oh, there!
Phantom of the Deep. Is it closed?
Whoa.
This one doesn't seem to be open during the day either. Magic shops are so strange. I want to shop there right now.
My money's on Santavec's fort.
Maybe there'll be a big upset. All right now.
All right then.
Ooh.
Oh, what a pity.
You know, there's a lot of igniters coming into port lately, but most of them don't exactly seem legitimate. Wouldn't be smart to dive in without much knowledge, I reckon. And yet, if the country is full of igniters now, I wonder if it'd benefit our shop to start carrying them.
Pity.
This place is cool.
But what is there to
Very
do?
nice.
Well then, if you say you'll have...
Where's the bounty board?
Oh, what a pity.
Blast this heat.
When I grow up, I'm gonna join the Navy. It's so cool. Aha, I dreamed about it since I was a kid too. But you're a girl, aren't you? That doesn't matter. I'm gonna join anyway. That is right. Oh, I think this is where we get our bounties.
Welcome.
Okay, no, nothing right now. I kind of figured. We gotta do some main story stuff and then we'll be free to do what we need to do. Oh, here's the Magla broker.
Really no.
Stop!
Oi, you! What are you doing there? We came to see the King's Rock.
Hang on. What
We were just curious about the rock. Can we take a look and then be on our way? I see. Well, do as you wish. Oh man, Pontifex dude is way up there. I think it kind of looks the same as before though. So there's a coronation rock in this city too. Wonder how the rankings are doing. Fordinand first, Luis is second. Is it me or has the gap widened a little bit? Okay, so it's not my imagination. Godot's back in third place. Maybe it's because of the increasing fervor over sanctism. I'm sure your name is going around thanks to everything you've done, so hopefully your face will join theirs soon. Well, I suppose it all depends on how Louise shows up from here on out. We can't let our guard down yet.
Thou.
Oh?
'Tis in thy hands now.
Oh, yay! Magla.
Yep.
At least we know where we stand. Shall we get back to it? Okay.
Well met, eh? You.
You there. You heard the rumors about that Glodell fella? You know, the obnoxious prat participating in the tournament in Luis's place? Apparently, he has a vicious dog he brings along everywhere. I guess he's not Luis's subordinate for nothing, but if he can keep a monster like that... Okay, can you take me to the Anglers Inn Square? So we have Seabreeze Street, where we're at right now, I believe. And then the Inn District and Arena Front Wharf, which will take us to that Coliseum place, I think. Anglers Inn Square, understood. Now if you'll board behind me.
Say.
All right then.
Oh boy. Okay.
Whoa!
You can really see the king's face from here, huh? I'd realized 'twas slowly moving, but its coming to Brilehaven was beyond my expectations. I wonder why it came.
Yes.
I do suspect it keeps a watchful eye on the top candidates. It's evident that we're being observed, as we've seen from the Coronation Rock. Well, maybe that's actually for the better. Seeing that thing in the sky might make everyone really think about the kingdom's future.
Okay then.
Anyway, we'd better get to finding an inn we can stay at.
Ridiculous.
Even now, His Majesty's face watches on. Once the exhibition of the brave is over with, it's on to Montario next, I suppose. I never thought I'd see the royal palace entire borne aloft, let alone on skybound pilgrimage to Ucronia's 3 great cities. Royal magic, and what a tremendous magic it is indeed. Yep. It's pretty crazy.
Ridiculous.
Oh, speaking of ridiculous, what are you wearing?
Leave it to me.
I promise I will help anyone who is in trouble. Out of money, don't want to die? Simply ask Jin to guide you. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm having some issues with my work. Of course, don't worry. I am well versed in Brilehaven's economic affairs. He's definitely shady. Interesting. He has a very unique design and a name, but no portrait.
Ridiculous.
Gone clammy all over in this humidity I have.
Oh my.
Oh.
Yeah? This is the best.
And that's another interview done and dusted. The next candidate I'm meeting with is, wait, I've got to interview Master Godot first. I was told to prioritize candidates from the Sanctus Church after all. What are you standing there for? Can't you see I'm working? Clear off and come back later. I'm a candidate. You can interview me. Check Night Prowler? Hey, what's that place over there? What do you think it's for? Night Prowler. Don't know.
Wonderful.
Yeah?
Whose poster? Julian, would you kill and eat an intelligent beast? Can you envision the world in 100 years if we do? He's got a book with a similar title, and we've heard it's flying off the shelves, especially among the Ishkia. It was pretty pretentious writing though, so I didn't get it. I bet he'll try to confuse you with logic. If you see him making a speech, be careful. Julian? Oh.
Gone clammy all over in this humidity I have.
What do I do?
Look at this guy. Oh, he's a very interesting looking Ujif. Is he old? Is that why he's all gray and stuff?
Whoa!
You're in the tournament too, huh? Strange to see an Elda involved. Oh, but speaking of strange, I hear there's a pagan candidate in the competition now too. He's got no chance of winning, of course. The church won't stand for it. Sanctists and pagans are like chalk and cheese. They'll never get along. I've never heard that before. Like chalk and cheese?
What do I do?
Hi, more. Bye, more.
Hey.
Loveless. Oh, it's the hippie guy. Look who's here. You're that Elda fellow from Martira. Ain't ya? Guess we both got ourselves marks for the exhibition. Were you hoping to stay at this inn? Sorry to disappoint you if so, cause I just got tossed out on my ear by the innkeeper. Said it's already full, and the one calling itself the Come One, Come All Inn. Pff, some joke. Is there anywhere else to stay? There's 2 other inns nearby, but I'm hardly thrilled with either option. On the other side of the fountain is the Golden Corral Pavilion, where knobby wankers like Forden stay. A Parapus or an Elda staying there? Fat bloody chance! And there's an inn past the Golden Corral, and that one's twice as pricey. Rumors say that's where you'll find Luis, naturally. Probably bought out the whole place for his rabble-rousing crew.
Yes, but...
You think so? Guess we better avoid that one then. Huh! Not like we could afford it to begin with. As far as other options go, there's the Spider's Den over by the tavern. There's a dodgy-looking Ujeef standing out front, smiling all creepy-like. Puts me right off staying there, so I'll pass. Besides, who needs an inn when there's a tavern? From this day on, I claim it as my castle. I doubt we get much sleep in a tavern. I sure wouldn't anyway. Not that this Spider's Den sounds much better. Well, we could always go back to our runner, I guess. Might be the better option. Look at this girl. Oh my god. Look at her. Look at her little bandana. Lena? Oh my gosh. Look at her. She's got a portrait. She's so cute. She's got little goggles and a big hammer. I saw you in Martira, didn't I? Another participant in the tournament, right? Were you planning to stay at this inn? Unfortunately, there aren't any beds left. Because of the exhibition, everywhere's full up. And after I told myself I was going to make sure to stay somewhere nice this time, too.
I see.
That's so. If this place is no good, we'll have to look for somewhere else. But wait, that gauntlet runner of yours, the one you had parked in the middle of Martira. Hey, come on. What sort of technology does it use? Let me on it too. Who are you again?
What?
You're terrible saying you don't remember me. I'm Lena Caden, the only daughter of the Caden workshop. I feel like I would remember her. Did we meet her before? What's the Caden workshop? Just so you know, I'm participating too. I've got a real gauntlet runner of my own and everything. That means that if you're stubborn and refuse to tell me, I can make you do it by force. I don't remember. They introduced all the candidates and they showed her. Oh. You'd trade Heisme for Lena? Yeah. Like Brando said, why not both? Look at her. Look at her little trousers and her overalls.
Oh, this blooming heat.
So cute. And who's this? Milo. Milo, you're very tall. You're very tall. Hi, Uriah. Welcome. Hey, Mike. What's happening? We just arrived at this port town and we're just kind of exploring. Then we're gonna do the ceremony soon. And that's gonna be exciting.
What is it you require?
Oh, he's got a rose? What the heck is wrong with your everything? His facial features are so strange. His nose is so small and pointy. But then it's really on the end, but What's this part of the bridge? The bridge of the nose is like all wide. And boy, is his face chiseled, and look at that chin. I don't know about this guy. You there. You have a look about you like one of my supporters. Are you? Who are you again? You truly haven't heard of me? Oh, I am shocked. And yet, how lucky you are to be granted the privilege of my exquisite form for the first time.
Yeah.
Beauty is all, is my creed, and more than anything, a king should be beautiful, should he not? And whichever inn I choose for my beauty rest must be worthy of my resplendent grace, yes, like this Golden Corral Pavilion. Alas, I doubt you have been blessed with wealth enough to enjoy a room at such a lavish place as this.
This guy's a jerk. I wouldn't want to stay at an inn full of people like him anyway.
Unfortunately, all the other decent inns seem to be full, so we've got only one choice left. I really don't want to, but should we check out this spider's den we've heard about from Loveless earlier? Okay.
Yeah?
What do I do?
The Greatest Catch Tavern. This tavern looks lively, but let's wait until we've decided on a place to stay before going in. No, we'll just get completely wasted and then just sleep on the ground outside. There's a bench here. We'll be fine. Roger.
Patrol of the state arrives.
Well met, young Elda. I saw you earlier in Martira. Impressive what you did in that town. It's just a hunch of mine, but was it a noble behind all the abductions? That's exactly the kind of thing those rich bastards would do for fun. Well, what makes you think that?
What?
Well, I mean, all nobles think about is exploiting the common people. You heard my speech, yes? We need freedom, not taxes and laws. Oh, this is the guy that I, debated against and lost. He kicked my ass. In essence, those who earn the most on their own merits are the winners. You and I might be battling it out to decide that soon. Oh gosh, I hope not.
Weather like this, no telling
What a sodding ripoff that boat from the royal capital was. I saved up all my money to strike it rich by getting big, and now it's all gone! Damn it! There are a lot of Ujif around here. I didn't see any in Grand Trad. I guess except for Lena. We met her with the other candidates, but I really don't remember. Oh, on the hunt for lodging, are we? I've a spare room available. I won't refuse service to anyone, and my rooms are affordable for all. Criminals? Persecuted tribes? Oh no, I wouldn't dream of turning business away. Feel free to have a look at the accommodations. We can discuss payment afterwards.
Kind of freaky.
This place really seems shady, but we might as well look at the room. Okay, could you stop giggling like that though?
Well, should have figured they'd be out of the upper rooms with all the travelers in town.
What is this, a barn? What the heck?
'Tis a far cry from the runner, at least. I am full glad to stretch my legs again.
This is better than the runner?
Did you see that giant bug just now? It was like the size of my head. It's gotta be poisonous.
I think it's the size. You could ride it. It could be your trusty steed. And please don't say that in front of Hulkenberg. She'll probably want to eat it.
Oh, pull yourself together. It's just a insect.
Or Heismay will want to eat it. Either or.
Well, listen to you. You can't have lived in a giant sandworm den and been afraid of bugs, surely.
Oh, he's afraid. I thought he was hungry.
Hence the hut.
That's why you lived in that hut?
More importantly, we must discuss tomorrow's proceedings.
Right. We meet up with Joanna, then get to the exhibition after that. Joanna will admit to the crime. The guilt of a sanctoress, especially of her status, will guilt Forden by association. That should make an impression on Louise.
Yet for all this, we need Joanna herself. Do you truly think she will join us?
We have to trust her. We don't have any choice.
We have to trust her.
She chose to offer her own head instead of the monster's. If you ask me, she'd not have done that if she didn't believe it truly was her child. At least in part. I believe she expressed genuine parental love. I want to believe that, at least.
And what if she ends up not showing up? I mean, you're the one who got the worst of all of this in the first place.
If it comes to that, you've still got my head for the days. After all, the bounty still says I'm a kidnapper.
No, we would never.
Balderdash will not sacrifice an innocent life for our victory. But your offer speaks highly of your spirit.
Right. We've done what we can do. All that's left is to keep our chins up and face the competition head on.
Too early yet to retire for the night. We could drop by one of the local pubs. Listen for what perks our ears. And while we're at it, might as well sit down to a proper supper, eh? Could be my last, after all.
Don't talk like that, Heismay.
Oh, haha, very funny. But I guess good info is important. Let's go check it out.
What are we without beauty? What
guy.
do we care for promises and speeches from repulsive mouths? Beauty is everything, and it is time our country reflected that.
Sounds like the candidates have started their speeches. Let's listen in for a bit.
With all skills and talents equal, would you see the crown atop an ugly head or a handsome one? Beauty is power. Lack one, you should lack the other. When I take the throne, all the hideous will be stripped of their titles. Together, we shall build a nation ruled only by radiant, everlasting paragons of beauty.
Who would vote for that? I am so sorry I asked.
Well, he has a point about what people tend to follow.
What? This really doesn't bother you? It isn't right?
It bothers me.
You'd rather wait for a king who was always right, then?
I mean, he has to be at least a little bit right.
Enough about appearance. A beautiful face cannot win wars.
Rudolph.
Without military power, the crown's voice means nothing. When I am king, I will establish a unified nation with the Roussant tribe at its head. Our tribes, our status, they mean something. You could stray from a monolith, but it will still remain. There can be no true peace without using the power we command. Hear, hear, for Roussant pride!
What pride is there in seizing power by force? Disgraceful.
When I'm queen, all the land's corrupt upper classes will be wanted men. We'll have our guillotines sharpened and our wallets open. Those who thought to tilt the world with their heavy coffers will be a head lighter. We'll split their fortunes and toast to our health.
It's a very violent idea there.
You're just what this land needs.
Wouldn't the first target be the one on the throne, then?
So, not only does she want to help out the Parapists and the other lower classes, but she wants to eat the rich.
Everyone's just shouting all their ideals out.
These candidates are all pathetic. Nobody here even compares to Lord Luis.
Luis isn't even in the running, lad. Poor Blight is afraid of losing to Sanctifex Ford.
You've got it backwards, geezer. He's just not wasting his time on these windbags.
I confess, I know not how to feel. 'Tis unprecedented. Never before have our citizens come together in the street in broad daylight and shared their true feelings on king and kingdom.
Indeed. Is this really the kind of change His Majesty wanted? Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Let's go in. If we hang around too long here, we're bound to get dragged into a nasty argument.
We could beat up Katharina again. Oh gosh. Speaking of argument, oh, look at all these. They're all in here too.
When I'm king, pleasures will rule the city. A bar on every block and a flagon in every hand. All you can drink, all year round.
Loveless. Pleasure. Party. Woo! That's what I wrote.
Woo! Next round's on.
Woo!
Let fools be content with their fool dreams. Grant me the crown, and I will make our kingdom powerful beyond imagining.
Most powerful? Doesn't really mean anything, does it? Aren't you another one of Luis's flunkies, hound? Stop barking and get back to your master.
Always about that goddamn Luis. I've been in the guard just as long as he has, you swine.
Quite a lively crowd. Looks like a great many of them came all the way here to watch the competition.
That lad there, he's an elder, isn't he? Are you a candidate too?
Well, strike me down, you're right. Never seen one of you blokes before. Might be out of luck in the race, though. You'll not stand a chance.
Pay him no mind. A drunk's words weigh nothing.
Wow, there are fish swimming in front of the store.
Yeah, I noticed that really quickly before they panned away from it. That's really neat.
Ah, I've heard of this. 'Tis on the customer to fish up a catch, and the chefs will prepare it for eating.
I admit, I'm curious. Shall I sing a shanty for you as you take up rod and reel, Captain?
Fishing minigame? Whoa! Oh, Hulkenberg will be so happy. It's like a sea cucumber. Doesn't look very appetizing. You're going to a place that does that in Japan next year? Oh, where you catch your own fish and then they cook it? I caught some weird, creepy creature.
Is that really edible? It doesn't look quite, natural.
And it's still twitching. Stroll, I'm so sorry.
By all means, let us try it.
Did she even look at it?
Why, 'tis...
Delicious?
'Tis delicious!
Hey, Doyle.
The aroma of the sea simply floods the mouth. Ah, and what splendid crunch it has.
Crunch?
I guess I'll try a bite. I mean, they wouldn't let us fish up anything outright inedible. I hope.
Famous last words. Guys, you have the Hulkenberg emote of her momming. I want to see it in the chat. At least we'll die together.
At least we'll die together.
Oh, well, I was the one who suggested fishing. Right. The noble thing to do is see it through.
Perfect.
Ugh. It's rather slimy for my liking.
I said nothing since Hulkenberg seemed to enjoy it so much, but if you're going to eat an unknown fish, might you not at least sear it first?
Tis fine enough without, I say.
You need way higher standards, lady.
Excuse me, friends. Don't mean to interrupt your meal. I'm Batlin, a church crier for the tournament. Maybe you remember me.
Yep.
Sounds like you made a hell of a splash in Martyra, huh? Felling a vicious beast's one thing, but not many candidates took it figuratively.
Hey! How'd you hear about it?
How did you hear about all this?
It's a crier's business to hear things. So, do you have a head ready?
We have. You know what? Just you wait and see.
Well, let's see. Got a head right here, I suppose.
Lips sealed, huh? Well, I'm certainly looking forward to the exhibition then. Especially considering the diversity of your little party. I've always preferred to chase an interesting lead over a sure bet. Can't help it, I'm afraid. So, I'll have a keen eye out for you, all right?
That crier's an odd one. Not really what you'd expect from a Sanctus promoter. Who is he?
Rumor has it that young candidate hasn't brought ahead. Wonder what he's playing at.
Whatever it is, he's about to get a sharp lesson in the ways of the world, poor lad.
I think he's worth keeping an eye on. Keep it under your hats, chums, but his power may rival Count Luis. I think he's just the ingredient we need to spice this race up a bit.
Right. Just got back from the pub, did you?
You wound me! Nobody trusts a radical, huh? I expect you'll see for yourself.
Joanna and Barden should reach the city by morning. And I imagine they will aim to find us in our gauntlet runner. Nuris ought to be there to greet them. When the day dawns, we should head to the gauntlet runner. So I just had a thought. I don't know if it's true, but when he mentioned the diversity of our party, I wonder if we're gonna have one of each tribe eventually join us. If we did, we would have, that would be a lot of party members. Is it 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 party members. God, that's too many. An Elda, a Clamar we have, a Roussant we have, a Ujif we have. We have new stuff we could read about them. Small in stature with bat-like wings and ears due to their singular appearance. By the way, nobody say a word. Like, if I'm right or wrong, don't tell me. I'm just talking out loud. I don't want to know any spoilers. But due to their singular appearance and lowly population, as well as their strong night vision derived from their nocturnal nature and keen hearing, it's not uncommon for them to be perceived as unnerving, and they often become targets of discrimination. Most Ujif live modest lives at the bottom of the social hierarchy with few positions of status. With their natural agility, some are able to make a living as warriors. Most Ujif, however, prefer farming to hunting, making them a tribe that is warm in nature that values harmony. The flip side of this is that they are often indecisive, second-guessing themselves out of concern for what others want. This has lowered their relative status in the world. So Nydia, oh, these people. And then we have Parapis and the Ishkia, the Rogue, and the Mustari. Well, we will see as we keep playing. Persona 5 Royal had a party of 9. It's too many.
Yeesh.
The other candidates' speeches seemed practically identical. I'd not trust those types with the country myself. Is there no one who can truly rival Luis or Forden? Hello? Did you forget about someone? Excuse you? Brilehaven is positively rife with tourists. I myself have long awaited the delicacies here. And indeed, 'twas so delicious. I wish to eat every fish in the restaurant's tank. Fish so fresh it still wriggles in the mouth. Now that's a Port City speciality. What's that look about? You don't find it appetizing? Not really.
My apologies.
I've a favor to ask of you, but would you mind lending me any unused blankets? Sure. For defense, you understand. Just in case. Oh, from the bugs? Otherwise, while I'm sleeping, I'd be unprotected against apologies. Against bugs. I want no contact with them whatsoever, awake or asleep, so I thought I might bundle myself in blankets at night. Shouldn't he be sleeping on the gauntlet runner then, maybe? Yes, I know this place is warm as it is. Yes, I'm prepared for the inevitable night sweats. Nevertheless, I'd be grateful to have any spare blankets. Okay.
Let's rest.
It's already time for the exhibition of the brave, huh? Our current inn is a bit of a dump, but let's try to make sure we still get plenty of rest. All right, I'm ready for the exhibition. Where's my bed?
Look at that.
Let's rest for the night.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We're ready to be exhibitionists. No, Shumarai, put your pants back on.
The man's sloshed. Again.
What happened now?
What happened to waiting for our guests? You utter buffoon! Is this why you volunteered to stay behind?
Oh, she mad.
Seems like Joanna and Barden aren't here yet.
Oh, I feared this might happen. And we've no other head to offer the judges. 'Tis a precarious position.
Well, Nuris, you done fucked up. Give us your head. They'll come.
No. They'll come.
Ah! I'm going to splash some water on my face. Ah!
What?
Was he taking a wee? Oh no, he's...
My sincerest apologies. I wasn't expecting anyone to come in. You see...
How did you come to be here? Explain yourself!
They're supposed to be here. We've been waiting for their arrival.
Is something the matter, Barden?
They were here the whole time?
I'm so terribly sorry. We heard the Gauntlet Runner had a washroom, so we thought we'd freshen up a bit.
You can get experience from there too. Did you notice?
I bathed first and was resting in the back room, contemplating my final day as a sanctoress.
Sir Nuris over there very decently let us in to wash up.
I couldn't stand it, old thing. Her heart would bring any right-thinking man to tears. Could have run like a ballet thief in the night, but here she is, washing away her sins. It was more than a chap could bear, I say. Needed a drop of the grape and grain just to get myself through it.
This guy is too much.
The bottle's barely any emptier. Was a drop really all it took to get you drunk?
Oh, please do not blame the poor man. Talking to him has eased my heart for the trials to come. I cannot let myself betray you, and regress to my vile delusions. I only sought to atone with myself before my sins are duly punished.
I understand. Thank you for coming. Then, as we agreed, please confess before the crowd when the time comes. To be honest, I'm hesitant to turn you in now you've genuinely decided to repent. I mean, we're hardly icons of virtue ourselves.
Yeah, but we didn't feed children to a disgusting beast.
In fairness, you're a woman of status, and it'll be a big crowd. We're not looking to instigate a public stoning here. You can explain yourself freely, in your own words. We can't ask anything more than that.
Thank you. Truly, I've felt so much more at peace since last we spoke. The fog has only cleared further, giving me clarity of purpose.
The fog, huh?
Thank you for everything. I do hope you win the throne.
I'd really rather not. Dude, that's what? After all this time, he's like, you know what?
Yes, I intend to.
Whoever the crown goes to, we're at least going to make sure it isn't used for evil.
At last, it seems our preparations are set. We need only trust that our plans will bear fruit.
Okay, I hope we get to see what the other candidates brought. At least some of them. Oh, the Colosseum!
Thank you all for waiting. The very first round of the tournament for the throne, the exhibition of the brave, is about to begin.
Oh, I forgot about the tournament part of this.
Our monarchs-to-be will now present to the people the heads they seized to demonstrate their power as worthy of the throne.
Oh, okay, Jin is one of the candidates. He was a shady guy. That's all I remember about him.
At a later date, when the second round is announced, the faces on the King's Rock, that is to say, the candidates with the top 20 approval ratings, will pass the first round.
20? 'Tis a great many eliminations in but one round.
I was hoping we'd at least make it through the first, but it might not be that simple.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes to the lineup of all the gorgeous faces at the judges' table, starting with His and Her Highnesses of Oceania and Montario.
Oh, it's her ladyship.
Lord Montario's here too, eh? And the armor on that fellow over there? A general, is he?
And of course, we have the one, the only, the people's favorite, our guest from the Sanctus Church, better known as the Miracle Saint, healer of all ills, presenting the lovely Lady Rella Cygnus.
Oh yeah, I love her design.
Saint? Who's this? Someone fill me in. I've been literally living in a hole.
A brilliant healer. We've met, though a long time ago. Even as a student, she was already considered the kingdom's best in her field.
Looks like the crowd's on your side, milady. Can you give us a few words about what's on your mind as you take on the judge's mantle?
So she's not a candidate, but she's a sanctoress. She's from the Sanctus Church, and she's a healer.
Well, I'm afraid you've rather got me on the spot.
Oh my god, she's so adorable.
Hello, all. This city sure has, great seafood. And, well, sea creatures. Fascinating, aren't they? There's so much we still don't know about them.
Oh, she's awkward.
Oh, I did hear about a legend of some monster in the eastern seas of Oceania. Imagine, the mind races. I'm hoping I can investigate those sightings while I'm here.
That's just great, Lady Rella. I'll just stop you
Look
there.
at her
Clock's ticking
flailing
all up.
about.
But we're thrilled you're enjoying your stay.
Sometimes I can hardly believe you're my sister. Still not much of a public speaker, are you?
Okay, and then Juna, she's the singer girl. They're sisters? By blood? They're clearly different races. God, they're
So
both
she's
adorable.
A saint?
They're adorable.
Well, she seems like a nice enough lady.
There's too many damn waifus in this game.
We'd better stop worrying about her and focus on ourselves. I don't see Luis anywhere, but I bet he's got eyes in the crowd.
Now, the time has come. Let the exhibition of the brave begin! First up is a respected gentleman of the church. Guido, the head of the monk soldiers of the Crown Theocracy.
Oh. Is that his head?
I've no taste for needless killing. Therefore, I chose a mark with meat, abundant and edible. After the judging, it will be served in a banquet for the poor.
How magnanimous of you.
A stand-up fellow, my good people. Strength and compassion in one package. He's got the crowd on his side right from the start. Now, is there anyone who can top this?
Who's next?
I can.
Glodell.
And we have a challenger.
Oh my
Second
God,
in
look
line
at his
is the
walk.
church's direct opposition, the spearhead of Count Luis's supporters, Glodell the Black Hound.
One look at the head and I know what you're thinking. Bit small, isn't it? Well, I can bloody well tell you I'm not like this smarmy git who fished up his dinner. I'll tell you what this is. Behold, the head of a hideous human!
It's one of those fish things with legs, isn't it?
Where's your proof?
Stroll!
Yes, the young sod's right. How do we know that's really a human?
What drivel? Look at the thing! You think a normal beast could have a face like this?
I don't know, let me get a
Probably
closer
just
look.
made the damn thing yourself.
Oh, useless as ever. Did it never occur to it that the average citizen has never seen a human?
Now, everyone, let's have a little composure, please. Candidate Glodell, we're very much obliged. You may step down.
That didn't go so well for him.
Now, on to the next.
Who's next? Oh, that's big. Is it an octopus? It's a squid! A giant squid!
The size of that thing. Is that the monster of the Eastern Sea?
Someone took the beastie down. Who did the deed?
I'd heard tell of a monster tormenting the people of this beautiful port city. I could do no less than grant them respite from their suffering. Such is the duty of those with power.
Who expected anything less? His Eminence Borden is simply in another class. Suddenly the critics have all gone quiet. All I hear is gratitude.
Pretty impressive. That's a big ass fish. Glodell's like,
more
shit.
impressive than I expected. How are we going to make a stronger impression than that?
It's fine.
It'll be fine.
If
We
he'd
got
gone
this.
after us, the reaction would mean we'd have been written off no matter what we presented. Let's count ourselves lucky and trust in our strategy.
Now, no dirty looks, you lot. Next is the Pagan Assassin's Prize. Let's see what head we've got now.
We don't get to see them all. Dang it. I feel like I'm invested in this like a beauty pageant.
Thank you, Julian, for that helpful, exhaustive, and I think exhausting explanation.
Like, I want to see the swimsuit, the ball gown of every single contestant, you know? We gotta listen to do their Q&A session that they do. What else do they do?
Now, we've had quite a succession up here, but our last is coming up now. This should wrap up our show. Now, if the last candidate, the Elden Boy, would please join us on the stage.
Where's their head?
Your pardon, madam, but would you happen to be the Lady of Martyra? Joanna the Sanctoress?
Indeed. The head they've brought is mine.
This is crazy, like when we're actually here doing this, like, what the hell?
The impudence. You dare offer an honored lady of the church before these judges. This is not to be borne.
I've got something to say to you too.
That you chief there? Isn't that Heismay? The same damn criminal you were supposed to be chasing?
That's the infamous Heismay. The huge chief of all things.
This. After we saved your hide on the road.
Silence! He may be a former knight, but now he's a heinous criminal who stooped to kidnapping. Anyone who claims themselves his ally should be disqualified on the spot.
Please, wait. I have something I must confess to you all. You speak of the kidnappings that terrorized my home, Martyra. I am here to confess that the true culprit behind those atrocities was me. I was the caretaker of a hideous human in the basement of my castle. And to feed it, I abducted the innocent people of my own city.
What? Absurd. Speak sense, woman.
Master Heismay is innocent in all this. He was framed for crimes performed by my hand and in my name.
And I, Barden, captain of Martyra's Guard Corps, stand to vouch for all that she said.
Just so. It was this young candidate who killed that human, cleared me of the false charges, and dispelled the shadow over Martyra.
Thus, here I stand. My head is his to offer.
Well, that's quite a turn of events. We have our head, ladies and gentlemen, and it's unlike any we've seen yet.
I'm kind of like not hating her anymore.
How is this believable? She's an imposter. She's got to be.
I mean, I gotta give her props for coming clean like that in front of all these people. Holy crap.
Of course. That, or they're putting words in the poor woman's mouth. A sanctoress would never.
What will His Eminence Fallen do?
The Honorable Master Godot should know whether I and my words can be trusted.
'Tis true to the last word, isn't it?
Yes, Your Eminence. Without question.
Young candidate, you have done well to bring about her repentance. Now, justice must be rendered.
What?
Oh shit.
Right here and now?
I mean, I understand, but also we did say like this is the head we're bringing. So,
Your Eminence, a moment.
Thank you for your concern, but I have no objections. For a sinner like me, to confess the truth to the people has already been more than I deserve. O new king, it is my hope that you will rid the world of its twisted prejudices and common cruelties. Please, lead this country armed with the truth.
I will, I promise.
I will. I promise.
Oh my god. No way. Oh my god.
Well, folks, sometimes that's just how the curtain falls.
We should have brought that damn baby's head.
If Sanctifex Forden turned in the biggest head, then our dark horse here has certainly turned in the heaviest. What an upset, ladies and gents! Who could see this coming?
I didn't think that that was actually gonna happen. I am shocked.
Those crazy kids have done it again. What a show!
Well, this game is definitely not afraid to go to some dark places. Wow, we're up to number 49. Well, we need to be in like top, what did they say? 20? After the events of the exhibition, many people seem to have taken notice of me. I hope this eventually leads to saving the prince. That was absolutely nuts.
Barden just departed, wishing everyone well. I suppose he aims to reach Martira before Joanna's confession does.
That whole town is gonna... Well, yeah, it definitely was Joanna's request not to bring her child. The child, whatever. But the people of Martira are gonna be... They're gonna need a lot of healing. Barden, good luck. He's gonna have his hands full.
And Forden himself. I hardly expected the man to make himself so visible.
Likely his attempt at redirection. Keeps the blame from falling on him and the church. Can't say it didn't work, I suppose. I'm certainly not blameless in this either. It was my suggestion to make an impression by foregoing the pursuit of a monster's head in favor of a person's.
I guess, but...
Nevertheless, the Lady Joanna entrusted her final wishes to us, and we mustn't betray them. It's all we can do, really.
Not bad, pups.
Oh, hello.
We were passing on the course of a human hunt. You gave a most distinctive showing.
I suppose you're worth introducing ourselves to. I'm Fidelio, that's Basilio. Luis's right-hand men, see?
And now you walk with a Ujif at your side. Each ally of a different tribe. Fascinating.
Gotta catch them all.
Better to have dependable friends than familiar ones. Something we've got in common.
Not only did you expose a failing of the Sanctus Church, but you dared to bring her alive so Forden himself could do the grisly part before all his flock.
That was not our intent.
Oh, same idea, yeah? A real person's head gets more eyes on you than some decapitated beast. And now, you're the names on everyone's lips, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right. It worked for us.
As sad as it turned out to be.
Well said. It's quite a feat for a no-name candidate to so deftly rub Forden's face in the dirt. A wake-up call, I'm sure, for those who only know his honeyed words.
Oh, Lord Luis, we really should be going.
So, Juna and Rella are sisters in some fashion, and one is on the side of Luis and the other is on the side of the church.
Relax. They're in the middle of a conversation.
I like a show of strength as much as the next girl, but I do so hate violent spectacles. A view from the sky sounds so much more enchanting, don't you think?
So this is what's become of Luis. There was something eerie to him even as a lad, but I'd never expected him to reach such heights.
Do you suppose we have his attention?
I think we do.
Last time he told us we had to demonstrate our power first. I'd like to think that if he went out of his way to talk to us, that's something we earned.
Oh, loves, I've got a message from Count Luis. He says he'll be sending a messenger along soon, so stay in the city, would you?
So I know the distinctive characteristics of, I don't remember what they're called, but like Juna, is their eyes and their hair. I really hope their hair is like tangle proof, because that is some long ass hair, and I can't imagine having to deal with that. Although maybe she has some people to like, this is important, Soul Blazer, don't laugh at me. This is the real stuff here. How does she manage it? She has a great dress. I love it. I love her dress. Maybe she has some servants to help her like brush out her hair and stuff, but hot damn. She's probably one of those people who just wake up like this, and I hate her for that if it's true.
And I have to say, I might not want to let you out of my sight either.
Oh.
Master Luis? Master Luis was just here. What happened?
Oh, he was interested in us, and he doesn't give a shit about you, Glodell.
Well, he just left. You weren't told?
We'd better be getting back as well.
Kind of feel sorry for this guy.
What's so special about those fools?
Oh, man.